Hello students, welcome to science class. See, in previous video we have seen about lesson number 3, fiber to fabric, and in this lesson we have learned about animal fibers like wool and silk, then some animals that yield wool. Now from here only we'll begin this video. First, from fiber to wool. So now first, rearing and breeding of sheep. So you know that if you travel some hilly regions like Jammu and Kashmir, so you had seen that a shepherd taking their herds of sheep for grazing only. So why? Because that sheep are herbivorous and they prefer grass only. So that's why they take their herd of sheep for grazing. So here again one question arises in your minds, and why these many sheep they rear? So first of all, I am telling you that sheep are reared in many parts of our country for wool only. Why they rear sheep? They rear sheep for wool. So after that, the quality and textures of fiber obtained from these sheep, also that here in this table only given, that table 3.1. So first here name of the breed is there. First Lohi. Generally we find this breed of sheep in Rajasthan and Punjab, and good quality of wool we obtain from this. Now after name of breed is Rampur, that Bushehr, and quality of wool we get from this breed is brown flesh, and we found this breed in generally Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh. After that one more breed is there, that is Nali, and this breed gives us carpet wool, and they found in Rajasthan, Haryana and Punjab. So same way another breed of the sheep is Bhakarwal, and quality wool obtained from this breed is for woolen shawls, and this type of breed generally found in Jammu and Kashmir. Next is Marwari. This is also one breed of sheep, and coarse type of wool we get from this breed of sheep, and generally it found in Gujarat. Same way Patanwadi, that is this wool generally used for hosiery, and this is also found in Gujarat. So as I told you that sheep are reared generally for wool. So now certain breeds of sheep have thick coat of hair on their body, and and certain type of breed of sheep yield the good quality of wool in large quantity only. After that, this mentions earlier in this sheep are selective breed. This I told you about that selective breed. So once the red sheep have developed a thick grown of hair is saved off for getting wool. So as I told you that on their sheep's body thick coat of hair is there. So once this hair grow very properly, it means that thick growth of hair when developed, so that time hair is saved off for getting wool. After that, processing fibers into wool. So now from here that process to once that hair of sheep shaved, after that this process is begun fibers to wool. So now you know that the wool which is used for knitting sweaters or for weaving shawl is the finished product of the long process. It means that generally these are the hair only, but now after that wool or sweater or shawl or this type of things which you get from the market, generally this is the finished product of long process. It means it involves many steps only. So here I am telling you step 1. So the flesh of the sheep along with a thin layer of skin is removed from its body, and this process is called shearing. Shearing is the first step. So step 1 is the flesh of sheep along with a thin layer of skin is removed from its body, and this process is called shearing. Now nowadays for that shearing also machines are available in the market, because earlier this it means done by barbers only. It means that so now generally that earlier barbers are used to shave off this hair of the sheep, but nowadays machines are available now. So usually that hair are removed during the hot weather. That is also very important to know, that in hot weather generally this hair of the sheep removed. Why? Because that once that hair of the sheep, or we can say that hair of the animal body, keeps their body warm. That's why in winter season cannot remove the hair from the sheep. That's why generally this is done in the hot season only, because they can survive, they enable that survive without their protective coat of hair. That's why. Now woolen fibers are then processed to obtain the sheep, just as it done not hurt when you get a haircut. So when you get haircut, what will happen? You also does not get hurt. Same way sheep also does not get hurt. Why? Because that uppermost layer of the skin is dead. Our uppermost layer of the skin is dead. So that's why the hair of sheep grow again. Just your hair also done. After that step 2. So here step 2 is the scoring. So the step 2 scoring is the what is scoring, or what is the definition of scoring. So you can write this: the sheared skin with hair is thoroughly washed in tanks to remove grease, dust and dirt. This is called scoring. It means that as you know that in animal hair lots of dust is there, and grease and many types of dirt also there. So it has to remove from hair. That's why after shearing, the sheared skin thoroughly washed in tanks. Why it was? Because to remove grease, dust and dirt. So this process is called scoring. So this is the second step. And nowadays that scoring also done by the machines only. So this is also done by the machines nowadays. Now step 3. Step 3 is the sorting. After scoring, sorting is done. It means that hair of different textures are separated, or we can say sorted. Why? Because different texture, some are coarse, some are fine. So that's why different texture of the hair are separated, or we can say sorted. So this is the third step, sorting. After that step 4, the small fluffy fibers called buds. Here one more that word is there, that is buds. You should understand that buds. So sometimes you also on your sweater also appear some small. It means that some small fibers like that. So these are called buds, and it has to remove also. So the small fluffy fibers called buds are picked out from the hair, and these are the same buds which sometimes appear on your sweater also. So these fibers are scored again and dried, and this is the wool ready to be drawn into fibers. So now after that step 5. Step 5, the fibers can be dyed in various colors. So as the natural flesh of sheep and goat is black, brown and white. So generally you see that hair of sheep or hair of goat generally in black, brown or white in color. And in market many colors are available for sweaters and for woolen things. That's why the fibers can be dyed in various colors. So this is the step 5. After that, step 6. So the fibers are straightened and combed and rolled into yarn. After that, after dyed and everything, so that the fibers are straightened and combed, and after that making yarn, it rolled and make into yarn. After that, whatever longer fibers are there, this made into wool for sweaters, and whatever that shorter fibers are there, they are spun and woven into woolen cloth. So here on page number 27, these all figures are given. First is serring a skein. After that, here squirting in a tank. After that, here scoring by machines and rolling into yarn. So here, as you can see, that the process of fibers into wool can be represented as follow. First is serring, second scoring, sorting, cleaning of birds, then rolling and dyeing. After that, okay, now occupational hazard. When we see about occupational hazard, it means that this is the wool making process is a very long process. It means that in this process many people are also involved, and this is the very risky job also sometimes, because that, as you know, that on hair of the sheep many types of dirt, dust and grease are there. This type, it is very risky to get infection, so that people who involved in this wool industry, maybe they get infected by the bacteria called anthrax, and which cause a fatal blood disease called Salter disease. And such risk faced by the workers in any industry are called occupational hazard. So this is called occupational hazard. After that, silk 3.2 silk. So silk fiber are also animal fibers. You know that two animal fibers, one is wool and one is silk. So silk fibers are also animal fibers. So silkworms spin the silk fibers, that you have learned in 6th standard. After that, to get silk, what first step is there? First step, the rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk. If once want to obtain silk, so they has to rear silkworm for obtaining silk. So here again definition, sericulture. What is sericulture? The rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk is called sericulture. So what is sericulture, or definition of sericulture is the rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Now you know that maybe your mom has also silk dupatta or anything, so you can see that you can make list that different types of silk, because you also know that many types of silks are, some are coarse, some are very soft silk also there. So here for silk obtaining, we should know the life history of the silk moth. So students, here we had completed the wool industry, about wool. So hopefully in next video I will explain the life history of the silk moth. It means that new topic only. So maybe you understood. If you still not, so you can go through the video twice for better understanding, and will meet you soon with the new topic, silk. Thank you.